Hey guys, hi YouTube. I'm coming at you guys because I'm going natural. Haha, I'm kidding. Yeah, so somebody did a request for me to do how I put on my half wigs because a lot of people tend to think like I'm blending them so well that they think it's my hair. Like I can grow all that hair overnight. So I wanted to come at you guys and just share with you how I put my half wigs on and how I blend them. Yeah. Okay. So right now I um, deep conditioned, moisturized, and sealed, and braided it up. Braided out my hair. This is how I usually braid my hair. I'm supposed to do cornrows. Heart Song 902. She told me that she usually has the cornrows. That's one of the ways that she leaves her hair alone and it grows, whatever. I'm lazy about that because when I do that, taking them down to moisturize and seal is kind of I don't want to deal with all that. So this is my simplest braid that I do. So this is what I usually have when I have a half wig on. Okay, before I get into the I just realized how big my dimples really are. I didn't even pay attention to how deep they are. Anyway, before you decide to put on a half wig, one of the first things you have to consider is know what color is your hair. Like my hair looks like a 1B and a 2. That's one thing I figured out. So whenever I buy a wig or any type of half wig, whatever, I make sure that I get a 1B or a 2. When my hair is post relaxer, it's a 2. It's a 2. When it's relaxed, it's a 1B. So I have to keep that in mind every time. Because the worst thing you want to do is just pick up a half wig and put it on, not even caring what condition your hair is in. If your hair is relaxed, of course you can wear straight. You can even do a little bit of wavy, I think. When your hair is not relaxed, always stick with curly. Curly works really well when you're post relaxer, when you're natural. Um, so that's another thing. So whenever I'm post relaxer, I have a 1B and a 2 mixture. I mean, a 1B and a 30 mixture because this seems to work really well when my hair is post relaxer. You have to figure that out. What are two colors that are in your head? Like my hair, I don't know if it's because we're relaxing, but it has different colors. Um, so it's always a 1B and a 30. So that's right here. You see that? So I always make sure to do that when I post relaxer. And this is the wig right here. Most half wigs always come with 2 combs in the back and 2 in the front. Some even have it on the side. This one doesn't. Um, yeah. So always buy curly ones. And then another thing is be careful not to use the combs. I don't use the combs in the back, just in the front, because they put a lot of tension on your hair and they can pull, especially when you take the wig off daily. Before you know, you're going to have no hair in your back or your head. So I tend to just use the one in the front. At least I can deal with that, and then to put the one in the back because I want to grow the hair in the back of my head more than the front. Yeah, so that's one thing. So the other thing is you can also color your hair if you needed to match whatever half wigs you want to put on. That's another trick. If your hair is natural, you can flat iron it, whatever, and color it a color that will match a straight one. So you can color your hair like a color that's similar to 1B and have a straight wig that's 1B. So it matches it a little bit better than, because it looks really bad when you have two different textures and people can tell when your hair is a wig. Okay, so once you have your hair braided like I did, always make sure to loosen up some hair in the front. Don't braid it too tight where you can't take down the hair, because when you pull some out, it's a lot of tension. So you want to make sure you leave some loose in the front and take the wig and try it out before you leave the house with it. Some people put it on a mannequin head to let it stay flat. I think I put mine on and had a hair tie on it, so it kind of flattened out the thing. It's a little bit, see that? It's really flat. Okay, so when you put the wig, um, yeah, so this is the wig. And you gotta play around with the wig. You can't just put it on and think everything's, this doesn't look normal. Okay, let me move my, okay, so this is what you have. And some people actually go out like this, and that drives me nuts. I think that is just like, really? All right. So I usually use different types of comb, but they have to be kind of small so you can kind of take the hair out. So on the side of the head, you can either decide to leave your hair out a little bit, or you can just tuck it all in and just have the hair here in the front. Okay, so it's going to be hard for me. This is the first time I've ever done this. So just a tiny bit. That's too much actually, but that's fine. Anyway, so you get the idea. Just release some little teeny bit of hair, because when the wind blows, you want that area covered. The next one is when you're tugging. Remember why I told you to leave some hair here? Is so you can pull some out. Okay, I'm trusting you guys. I can't see anything. Alright, see what I just did there? Okay, so this one. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting, you guys, because I've never done this. Okay, so you want to take some hair out, and that's enough to show you guys. So once you do that and you have some hair on the side, you're pretty much set. You can either use gel to lay down. You can use a holding spray that's alcohol free, so that you don't mess up your front. And then just gel it up, play around with it. For some curly hair, you might have to take your own hair and twist it a little bit like that to kind of get it to stay in without looking like, okay, wait a minute, that's not a hair. You can do that. You can take clips and put it on the side on one, so it looks like it's your own. It's just a matter of just playing around with it. Like, it really takes time. And every morning, sometimes I have to do this. I don't sleep in my half wigs, so I really don't see the point of that. So you can do that. And basically, that's really it. That's really it. It's just the key. All I can say is to figure out what your hair color is. If it's not the color you want for the half wig that you're gonna buy, then make sure that you color it to match. Or figure out if you're relaxed, you can wear straight at any time you want. If you're not relaxed, then you definitely want to buy curly hair. Because right now I'm almost 2 months, and look, you guys can tell when I mix this in, you can't tell. So yeah, I hope this wasn't too bad of a video. I'm trying. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and hope you find a good wig and enjoy it. Bye.
So sick on the beat. Tiwa Savage, Leo Wonder. I want to know lovers and good. Tiwa oníbàjẹ́, àdúrà ńlá, àgbóná náà ni.